Hello everyone, so today I wanted to do a video for you guys, and as you guys know, or if you don't know, check out my last video or my Instagram for more of an explanation, but I am no longer doing weekly weigh-ins, and the weekly weigh-ins were keeping me doing, for the most part, weekly videos, and I wanted to keep up that momentum because I do love creating videos for you guys and talking to you guys about my journey. So this is my first non-weigh-in vlog weekly video thing. And I actually put out on Instagram to leave me your questions for a Q&A. I thought, what better way to start doing more chatty videos than to let you guys get to know me better. So I have all the questions here on my computer. I'm going to read them off. We're going to go through them, and hopefully you guys will know a little bit more about me by the end. Hopefully that's a good thing. So if you guys are not following me on Instagram, my username is @meltingzell. I also have a photography/personal Finsta thingy, which is just @Roselle, which is my name. So you guys can go check that out there and keep up to date with my day-to-day journey. Otherwise, you can always just hit that subscribe and notification bell to keep up with my weekly videos here about my life and my journey. So I put out on my Instagram story first about the Q&A. You guys asked me some questions through Instagram's new question thing. And then I felt like I needed a few more, so I also put out on my actual Instagram, dedicating a whole post to getting questions from you guys. So we're gonna go through those right now. So Cleo318 asks, do you track your calories at this point in your journey? You've inspired me so much. Thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet. Yes is the short answer. I do track my calories. I am not 100% at it, which I think may help me or it may hurt me. I don't know. I track as much as I choose to track, meaning I don't track every single day. And I think everyone's journey is different, and something that works for me may not work for another person, but for me, tracking my calories really helps me stay mindful, and as long as I remain or try to remain non-judgmental of myself while I'm tracking, then I find it to be really helpful. But if I'm not doing the best with my food and then tracking it, then I end up getting really self-critical of myself and like judgmental of myself, and I just get obsessive, and then I like spiral. So as long as I don't let myself spiral, then I do track my calories, and if I notice myself doing that, I will just stop for a little bit and then just like take a breather and realize why I'm doing it. And it's not to be obsessive or compulsive or anything. It's just to be mindful and to keep taking it meal by meal. Sarah Sue asks, where do you get your cute clothes? I am obsessing over your tops recently. Thank you. This is a new one. I got this from Forever 21. Honestly, a lot of my tops I get are from Forever 21. There are a lot of clothes out there that I really love, and back in high school, I was like so into fashion. Everyone was always telling me like how cute I looked, and like I was shopping a lot, and I got a lot of new clothes from a lot of different places just because I felt like it was an outlet that I could use to express myself. But I found as I grew into an adult and also gained more weight, I just got very like, my clothing choices got limited and my confidence was very low, and so I really only wear a few things. And recently I've been getting more into fashion and style, and so a lot of my tops right now are just from like Forever 21 or New Look or places that aren't the most expensive, just because I know I will be like growing out of these soon, so I don't want to invest in something that's too expensive because who knows how long it'll fit me for. This top this is actually a 3X. I got it really big, but I just like it like that. Has like this tie right here, but I usually Forever 21. And then this picture that I know a lot of people were wondering where I got the top from. This is actually a vintage top that was my mom's, so I don't know where she got it from. Somewhere, who knows. Talia Mate said, not a question, just a thank you. You are amazing and I admire you. Well, that is so sweet. I honestly like, oh, it's so strange to get these messages, because like I follow a lot of you guys on Instagram, and like I look up to you guys a lot, and so it's cool to kind of see that back and forth. iBeautisis323 would love to hear more about your hair journey. I have really thought about doing a whole video on my hair journey and how I dealt with it, and from like beginning as in like childhood to where I am now. And for those of you who don't know, I actually buzzed my hair and had a buzz cut for a while. And now I'm growing it out to probably like right here, I think. I'm going to try like my shoulder collarbone area. But I have thought about doing that. It's definitely up and down, my confidence level with my hair, because it is still very thin. I have plenty of bald spots. Right now they're somewhat covered. But overall my hair has grown back, just not as much as I had hoped it would, but that's okay. And let me know down below if you guys want me to do a hair journey, because I would love to do that. And if you have any specific hair questions, let me know down below. As for right now, I am in a good place with my hair and my like confidence, and I like it where it is. I want to grow it out, but like I'm okay with how it is right now. LadyHawk27 said, how do you do such an amazing job with staying motivated with your workouts? To be honest, I haven't been. Just being 100% real with you guys, I haven't been working out nearly as much as I used to, and as much as I probably should. I've really been slacking with my workouts and my finding motivation. It's like I want to be in the gym, but it's just like I just haven't been. And so that's something I'm actually working on absolving, I guess you could say. I actually was looking through some of my old videos just because I was like, what did I do back then? Because like back in the beginning of my journey and even in the middle of my journey, I was working out every single day, sometimes twice a week. Like I did, while I was in school full-time and working full-time, I did the Stairmaster every single day at the gym, which is crazy to me. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I found the time, but the thing is, like, I didn't need to find the time. I made the time, and I just made it a part of my day, and I just didn't give myself an option. And I guess recently I've been giving myself an option whether to go or whether not to go. And so I think that's something I need to start changing, even if I just start small, like going to the gym twice a week, because I'm not even doing that. So, yeah, I guess staying motivated is, I get on Instagram, I see all of your guys' progression, all of your guys' stories, and I get motivation from you guys, and also from, like, I like looking up motivational quotes, and I also just keep reminding myself what my goal is, and of course, I would like to be a certain weight, but also it's just, I want to be fit, and I want to be strong, and I want to be healthy, and that's one of the ultimate goals, so. Okay, and on to the Instagram post questions. I put this post up and asked for your questions, and we've got a few here. So, number one, Chief Raka, what is your ultimate weight loss goal, if you have one, and what are you most looking forward to in the future? My ultimate weight loss goal, I want to be a certain size, and I want to be a certain weight, but I think through my journey, I realized that that's not going to equal happiness for me. What's going to equal happiness is being good with myself on the inside and loving myself no matter where I am. I'm getting very close to being in Wonderland, which is insane to me. So that's been a goal of mine forever. But overall, just being healthy. And whatever a healthy weight is for my body, that's where I want to be. I don't know that yet. I don't think I'll know that till I get there. Whenever I get there, I'll get there. Whenever I know, I'll know. Under 200 has been a very long time goal for me, so I'm definitely excited to reach that. But after that, wherever my body settles and wherever I'm healthy and happy, that's where my weight loss goal is. What am I most looking forward to in the future? That's like hard. Okay, so short term, I actually today was just driving around. I went to get myself a Starbucks, and I drove by my school, and I'm actually really excited to start school again. The semester starts at the end of next month, and I surprise myself every time because I always get so excited about being back in school, but then when I'm in school, it's like obviously really difficult, and I work full-time and I go to school full-time, so things just get crazy, but I'm really excited to go back to school, and I'm also really excited. This is something I've briefly mentioned a few times, but I actually just recently got hired for my first assistant editor job on a documentary, which is crazy to me. For those of you who don't know, I'm in school for video, like film and video production, specifically to be an editor. So yeah, I just got hired as an assistant editor for a documentary, which will be coming out sometime in the near future. And I'll be able to share more with you guys, and there's a lot of potential, and like it's just really exciting to be in that kind of environment. So I'm really excited to be able to share more about that and like see it on a big screen, and see the feedback from that, and that's really exciting as well. All right, and from the lovely Lose It Like Lauren, we have a question, or we have two questions. Actually, I'm liking these double questions here. Okay, what is your favorite bodily feature? I will start with that one first. My favorite bodily feature. I like this because it makes you focus on what is, like, positive about your body, because I feel like a lot of the times as women and as people who have lost weight, it's, like, hard to focus on the positives of your body. But for me, my favorite bodily feature, I like my smile. My collarbones are starting to show, which is kind of cool. I don't know. I also think I have a good butt. So there's that. Okay, and the second question from Lauren. Have you decided on your London trip? Have I? Yes, I have. I was in London in January, and for those of you who don't know, London is my favorite city on this entire planet. It feels like home. I don't know how to explain it, and I probably sound like a crazy person trying to explain it, but London feels like home to me, and I absolutely love the city so much. I've been a few times. I was just there in January, and yes, I'm going back later this year, most likely in November. So I'm really excited. I'm going to go for a week. I'm going, like, just to be there and to experience, and then I'm also going to be meeting with a school there to possibly meet about doing a master's degree in a few years. So I'm going to go to that school and meet with them and just kind of see their program as well, but mostly just to be there and be in London and, like, to do fun things and just to explore around and just to soak up the city, because it's just, like, it feels like home to me. I love it so much. So yes, I have decided. I don't know the exact dates yet, and I am flying standby, which is a little bit scary. So the dates are a little bit iffy. But sometime in November, I will be back in London, and I cannot wait. Soliton asked, actually somewhat related to the last question, favorite traveling destinations in Europe. Have you ever considered moving to Europe at some age in your life? What is the main thing you've done that has helped you? Okay, there's a few questions here. I'm going to start with the first part. Favorite traveling destinations in Europe, and have you ever considered moving to Europe at some point in your life? Kind of answered that in the last question, but okay. Favorite places I've been in Europe so far? The UK. I also really enjoyed. I also went to Scotland and Wales. I really enjoyed both of those. I'd love to explore those places more. I was in Edinburgh and Glasgow, and then I was also in Cardiff. I was only in Wales for a good day. Fun story, I went to the oldest record shop in the world in Cardiff and also got my nose pierced. But the nose piercing got infected because I was staying in hostels. Not the smartest decision, but definitely a story to tell. And yeah, Wales was really cool. Okay, I'm just going to set London aside for a second because I've made it very clear that that's my favorite place. But other than London, I really enjoy Bath, which is a city in the UK. It's a beautiful old Roman city. Germany, Berlin was also beautiful. Like, it was freezing, but it was a beautiful city. So, I'm just going to say the UK for favorite traveling destinations. And have you ever considered moving to Europe at some point in your life? Yes, I kind of also talked about that. Yes, I would absolutely love that. I am currently saving for it, which is part of the reason why I also am looking into the school in London, because that would give me an opportunity to live there for at least a year. With a student visa, I'd be able to go to school. I'd be able to do, like, a part-time job. And I'd be able to see what it's truly like to live there, because I think obviously it's different when you're traveling someplace compared to when you live there. So yes, that is in the works. Probably not for a few years. Currently saving for it. I need to wait till I graduate here, and then I will be applying to do my master's program in London. So yes. Okay, what is the main thing you've done that has helped you break the plateau? You are amazing. Thank you. Okay, so I've been getting this question a lot because some of you guys know this, some of you guys may not. I recently broke through a plateau. I was stuck at the same weight for about a year and a half, I want to say, almost, at least. About a year and a half. And it's been really hard for me to kind of narrow it down to a certain moment or a certain thing I did. I think for me, it's been realizing that what I want the food and I want to eat the food, obviously, for comfort or for whatever it gives me, but it's realizing that that doesn't help. All that does is get me into the cycle and like makes me really, really unhealthy. And so I think it's been that, and it's been taking every single bite and every single meal by meal and just being completely mindful and aware of what I'm doing and how what I'm eating may affect me. And that being said, like, I haven't been perfect. I want to make sure it's clear. I have not been perfect on my food. But the biggest change has just been how mindful I've been. I also go to some programs, like some meetings every week, that focus on binge eating and overeating, and that has really helped me as well keep a steady routine of being like, I have to go in there and I have to talk about it, and that's really helped me as well. And also, like, this is gonna sound really cheesy, but just like loving myself and not being mean to myself, because that can be a real you know what to myself. I've said this before, I'm my biggest fan, but I'm also my worst critic, or my worst troll, my worst hater. I can get really mean to myself if I don't remind myself, like, how far I've come, and, like, that this journey isn't a straight road. This journey is imperfect, and it's curvy, and it's windy, and it's loopy, and it will take you places you did not expect to be taken. But you also, like, I've learned so much about myself, and I've grown into this person that I feel like I was just a shell beforehand. And I've grown into myself, and I've gained confidence and love for myself and for who I am. So yeah, I think it was just building up. It was just the right time, I guess, is the best way to put it. I'm a big proponent for saying, like, you're not going to change unless you're ready to change. And sometimes that just clicks, but sometimes it also takes work. And I think for me it was both. I had been working for a while to be ready for that shift, but then it happened, and I took a leap of faith, and I just said, okay, this is the new plan. I'm doing it. And like I said, I haven't been perfect, but I've been working really hard at it and staying mindful and staying aware and constantly having love for myself. And that's really been, the funny thing is, it hasn't been with workouts. I haven't been exercising. I've hardly been exercising, maybe a few times a month, which isn't good. But that's just to prove, like, you can't work off what you can eat. You can eat so much more in a day than you could burn calories. And so it's really is 85% food, 15% workouts. Like, honestly, if you can get your mental health and your food plan somewhat balanced, then the weight loss will come, and then you can use exercise to push it even more. So, yeah. I hope that answered the question. I got on a bit of a tangent there. Nathan said, you've done an amazing job so far. On the days you struggle, what makes you carry on going? So I guess I kind of answered this, but what makes me carry on going when I am struggling and when I am having hard days is just that want to be happy and to be better, because when I'm struggling, I'm obviously not happy, and I think it's okay. Like, it's okay to sit in sadness for a while, and when you fight that and when you try and bury it down, like, it's just gonna build up until it can't, like, be buried down anymore, and you're gonna, like, break down. And that's okay too. That happens. But when I struggle, I accept the struggle. I feel it. I sit with it. And then I decide to let it go, because it's when you hold on to those emotions that you continue to have a problem. And I think that's part of why I plateaued. Whereas if I'm having a bad day, I will feel it, but I won't hold on to things, and I won't ruminate in things, and I won't be, like, totally debilitated. But it's really just been coming to terms with being okay with not being okay in the moment, and knowing that emotions and feelings and struggles are just like leaves floating down a river. They will pass, and they will go away, and they'll go around the bend, and it'll be clear for a while, and then something else may come along, and it's just about not, reaching in and grabbing that leaf and holding on to it. It's just about letting it go. And that's one thing that has really helped me too, is visualization has been a huge, huge benefit for me. So yeah, I just remember I remember who I was way back when. And how, like I said, how much of a shell of a person I was, and how sad and like how empty and how much full of upset and hatred and anger for everything I was. And I remember how miserable I was, and then I also remember what it was like working myself out of that hole and getting out of that. And so I try to remember how much happier and healthier I am now. And that's why this whole channel, I've said since day one, this channel is about my journey to being happy and to being healthy. And both of those things are so tied in together. Because if I'm eating crap food, my health does not do well and I'm not happy. But if I'm eating healthy food and if I'm treating my body with love and respect and kindness and acceptance, then everything else follows. And the happiness and the joy and the confidence follows. So yeah, just taking it day by day and reminding myself that I'm human and that it's normal to mess up and it's okay. And I'll get through it and it'll pass and good things will come. And I guess part of it is just faith. I'm not talking about religious faith. I'm talking about faith in yourself and faith in life, that things will get better. So that got deep. That is it for this video. I know I got into a bit of a tangent there. This is going to be a long video, so I hope you guys don't mind. I have really enjoyed being able to do this and being able to share more of me with you guys. And if you have any other questions, any additional questions, like as far as like any hair related questions, leave them down below. Or anything you want to comment on. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. Don't forget to follow me on my social media down below. To be honest, I pretty much only use Instagram, occasionally Twitter, but I just talk about my favorite TV shows on there pretty much. And yes, I really enjoyed doing this video, so thank you guys so much if you sent in your questions. And if you have any other questions, you can always DM me on Instagram. I do answer every single DM, and I love talking to you guys too, so just reach out to me over there. And so my question for you guys, if you have made it this far, congratulations. You are almost at the end. But I want to know, what do you guys do when you are struggling? How do you push forward, and how do you find that motivation? Because I personally would love some more tips and some more insight on that, because I think being able to get other people's insight really helps me grow and helps, you know, me expand the way I see things. So let me know down below what you guys do to get over a plateau, or what you guys do to find motivation when you're struggling. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and leave a comment and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't. It really does help my channel. I am so happy to be here with you guys. Don't forget, the only way to predict your future is to go out there and create it for yourself. I'll see you guys next time. Babe, look at the camera. Look at the camera. Oh, no, you're gonna lick my makeup off. Let's go, babe. Babe.